Hey there, welcome back everybody. Sign here again with episode 41 of my Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode playthrough. I really have got to do some of that back wall. But added on a couple more rooms here. This room here, enrichment chambers, and metallurgic confusers for now. And then this one over here is going to be for some immersive engineering machines. So, go ahead and start getting these things knocked out. This is where my thrusters are going to be. Cobblestone was just there to kind of dummy things up a little bit for me. And let's see, let's go ahead and get our steel scaffolding. And now I need 4 redstone engineering blocks. These things, huh? I haven't taught that recipe yet. Damn. I can see this happening now. Like, why haven't I taught this recipe? And why haven't I taught that one? But I've already gotten 4 pages, roughly, out of 64 recipes punched into this system here. And it's just all sorts of stuff that... little things I've come across to whatnot. Let's see. I need 3 of these. I'll make 4 because, well, you make them by the pairs. Yes, the wonderful Z fighting from Chisel. Well, the CTM mod. I need some pistons now. Go, let's put that away for now, and those. And don't need the cutting tool either. And we'll just get those wrapped around. And I just need some heavy engineering blocks. Now this one I have taught, and I'm 1 short. I'm missing steel scaffolding. Bravo me. That recipe, please. We're going to ordict that one. That way it uses any steel rods, not just the ones that I have there. And in you go. Now can I make a heavy, or do I actually need steel rods? Oh, look. Yep. Alright. We're going to do 3 of these for now. And almost. So close. I give you a love tap. Get me off the damn conveyors. Thank you. And we'll get those guys up and running. And because why not? We need power. And God, I haven't hooked that all the way up yet. I got distracted. That never happens, right? My capacitor bank is actually empty right now, but that was not where I wanted to hook up. That's why there's those wires back there, the connectors. So and they're all insulated, so at least these ones won't shock me. Hopefully. But let's go ahead and check on this thing. And yeah, we're effectively full. So head back down to our basement here. Fill the Sprite. And I actually managed to hook up a second gas burning generator, which these are both now producing just under 6,000 RF a tick. The only thing I need to do for that was I need to put 2 speed upgrades into the pressurized reaction chambers, and it's working just fine now. You're staying back stuff. You are backstuffing quite a bit, which is good. I don't mind backstuff. Backstuff's, you know, just fine as long as it doesn't cause lag. Some mods will, so. But let's see. And then this guy is over halfway full. So that's another $250 million on top of this thing's max of 1.2. So not horrible. Not, you know, not horrible. Honestly, I could have a lot more energy than that by now, but oh well. And we're up to 30 stacks of HDPE. So, one thing I do need though is I need... Come on. There we go. I need a recipe of these. Got distracted because I had to go make the alloy, and then, yeah. So, let's see. You are output, right? Make sure you don't connect through. Do that again, and wrong thing. There we go. Now that capacitor should have power. So, let's come into this room here. And we'll... Yeah, these are all full. And you're filling up rather nicely. That's a little more buffer for my system. Induction matrix is doing great. And honestly, with the power I'm pushing right now, I could probably speed up my ore processing. But I'm not going to worry about that right this second. 3 more. I guess just chugging along, just like I like them to. And 8 more propolis sitting here. Nice. So I came up here because I want the press molds. I might do another metal press in the future, just because it would be fun for automation purposes. Probably yeah, at least 2 more. The packing and unpacking molds would, I think, be pretty effective. All right, so rod, wire. Probably can hold off on the gear for now. Plate probably be the best thing. Although I'm getting ready to just make some rods real quick. And we're gonna go steel, say, and for now we'll just do that, right? Alright. Put some of this stuff away. Now I should be able to make this heavy. And look, we made 4 because, well, recipes, all that. You go there. You know, be nice to remember conveyor belts, right? There we go. You will be my wonderful gear, and you're going to... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. So it was flashing because it was getting ready to despawn. And actually, it wasn't that big of a panic. But we have all these guys ready now, and I'm thinking we will... Our outputs can all go along this line here. And let's see, how am I going to do this now? Because I'm going to need some crafters out here. And of course you line up right on those belts, don't you? What I probably could get away with doing though is... like so. right? I've got a decent amount of living wood now. Let's just make ourselves some open crates. So 8 times 4 is pretty good for now. And how I'm going to do this is... take this wall out for now. And let's go, say, crafter times 4, please. Should have everything I need. The fun one's actually going to be these crafter tier 3s. But since I've gotten some as a quest reward before, it does kind of sort of help a bit. There we go. Wow, that was a lag spike. I haven't had one of those in quite a while. Alright, and for now, the easiest thing I can do is we're just going to simply open crate the front of these. Which, this will work just fine as long as I don't try giving it like 1,000 plates to make all at once. That's when I'm going to start running into stuff despawning. Because it's been sitting on the belt too long waiting for the machine to catch up. Keep forgetting about the refined storage wireless thing. And that is, you know, whatever slot you have highlighted whenever you open the blasted thing doesn't work. And, of course, wire it in the walls. Oh yeah, and as always, we're a few short. So, make a bunch of those. Ran into that issue again. There we go. Crafters are online, though. Now, I'm not going to bother really filling this hole in for now. Part of it I will, right? Because I need access to these crafters. And actually, can I make at refined? I want to make requesters would be nice if they worked properly. I don't know if that's ever been a thing, but I want to make this crafter manager, which requires 2 more crafters. All right, so oh nice, I can make those without a problem. 1 and 2. So I just need 1 machine casing, right? All right, crafter manager get. And for now, you're just gonna live like right there. Hey, tile open crate.name. That's one thing I wanted to work on. Is give me some patterns, like say, no 20 for now. And let's see, this guy. That's the industrial renewal recipe, which I probably shouldn't be trying to use. Immersive engineering. Oh, you know, it'd probably help if I was on processing. So let's try that again. Let's see, rods. That's renewals. Yeah, immersive engineering. That one. You control, shift, click on something, it removes it from here. Right now, let's say, look at gear. It does throw an error whenever you do it, though, so... we'll do that and get rid of it. And, yeah, let's get some of the stuff out of here. Plates. And the reason I'm doing these ones is, if I can find, oh wait, that was it. Iron plate here. And then wire. Once I can identify what each crafter is, besides just, open crate, then I can access it all through the manager, and I can button that wall up. So you were... you were rod. You were wire. This one would be plate. The last one would be gear, right? And then I can just go through and button these things up. And for now, I'm thinking ender chest. Alright. So let's say plates, right? I've got this wonderful recipe for iron plates. And hey, I just automated processing patterns. Awesome. And I love how quick it is in this pack. There's done. Alright, so as I make new recipes, then I can add them in here. This crafter is for rods, this one's for wire, plates, which I might have to add another crafter to that, and then gears, which I might need more gears too, honestly. But probably should get a monitor too for this, right? Oh, I can keep an eye on what's crafting, what's not. So crafting monitor, I need what? It's 2 patterns. Oh wow. Here, just make like a dozen of these. Those 2 back. And you know what? Stop it. At refined. Oop. So that way I can go through and be like, hey, make a machine casing. And awesome. Crafting monitor is a go. Need these just to supplement that up. This is one of the reasons I didn't actually do anything with the wall yet, is I'm not sure exactly how much this is going to end up being refined storage stuff. And I got some screens up here, and yeah. Alright, so that is for actual crafting recipes in progress. Not too shabby. Now, I could probably replace this with like a interface or something, but don't know yet. Or I may just run a conveyor belt up and then out to join into the main bus out here. The problem is if I run it through that wall, I've got this monster block it. Alright, that was some pretty loud cave noises. The whole minecart thing. Now we're going to do something similar over here. Eventually. I don't even have power to that room yet. But what I want to do is, I'm going to take, you know what, just bear in mind that. Thank you. We're going to run a schematic over here, and it'll be the assembler. Nope, that's the autocrafter. Nope. Unload that, please. And let's try that again. Automated workbench, that one. The hell is this? Just like everywhere but where I want it to be. Whoever made the schematic captured an extra row of blocks out here. So, Looking at a couple heavy machine blocks. We're looking at 4 light blocks, scaffolding, conveyor belts, redstone engineering block. Alright, well. At immersive. A couple of those. I don't have that yet. I'm fired. And that is treated wood slabs. So okay, I've got some made up already. I just need a couple of light engineering blocks to and some scaffolding. I need what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 it looks like. Oh, like that. Okay. Alright, let's go teach this thing the light engineering block. Not processing though. This from that. Done. You or that. And let's go to page 5 now. Start doing that. Give it a few seconds here. Alright. Should be fine. Yep. Can I just get like 1 recipe of that? Sure. Now the plan is I'm eventually going to have 4 of these things. That was a genius move. I meant to hit that, and I hit my record key instead. Printer on. Alright, and we're just going to unload. So downside is now I have to get these things to where... There we go. Perfect. Alright, so items will be input here. Power goes in up top there. Puts out the items here. Does this little drill thing or whatever. And then the items will eventually spit out over here. So if I look up this guy, I am missing paper. Good lord, really? I need to get a recipe for paper automated. Okay, I'll make more of those later, but for now, put that in there, and this is going to be like our iron components. Let's see, iron plate times like 16. Copper, well, iron plate times 32. There we go. And now you just are going to want power, aren't you? Just, hey, why I've got power under the side of the room already. Drills it, presses it together. And it does it relatively fast, and for half the iron that the crafting recipe calls for. This one takes 4. Running it through this only takes 2. Doesn't seem like a lot until you realize you can have to sometimes fabricate like 100 of those damn things to make anything. So, yeah. Fun times ahead. Alright, and we're just going to do that. Get rid of that guy. And I'm thinking I can probably get away with just 2 crafters for this, right? Crafter times 2. I'm missing iron electron tubes now, okay. But the plan is I'm going to have 4 of these set up because there's 4 recipes I want to automate with this. Let's see, let's go back to here. Uses. Alright. Graphite actors, I probably don't need to automate that. Those things last a really long time. But we got our iron mechanical components, steel, vacuum tubes, and circuit boards. And as long as I match up items that don't share any components, we're fine. As long as I don't put the steel mechanical components here, I can use just one crafter here, well, in this general area, and then have conduiting or whatever and put the items into here. So basically any filterable pipe. And then these two, doesn't really matter what they are. But I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, so I got my 4 auto workbenches set up here. And like this one here is, set for the circuit board, steel mechanical component, vacuum tube, iron mechanical component. That way they don't run into too many issues. Not unlike running out of cable. Stuff's cheap though. Although I was kind of looking at it, I don't need this to go this far anyway. And one thing that I can see might being an issue is iron compared to everything else. Right? It's just used in pretty much everything. Alright, now, slight issue. I can't get out. Let's break that. Alright, so your insert is going to be filtered to copper. Let's see. Where's the actual copper ingot at? Here it is. And get that tooltip out of my face. Alright. Iron plate. You are going to be insert filter. We'll blacklist this now with iron plate and copper ingot. You are my steel mechanical component, so you get one of these. And you're going to be whitelist the copper. Wherever the hell it ran off to this time. Copper. Try again. I'd lie to you if I just grabbed some of these things and kept in my inventory. But, oh well. And kind of sort of doing the same thing here. We're going to blacklist you. There we go. And done. And let's see. Probably get some recipes made up here. So we're looking at a vacuum tube. Let's switch over to processing. Here we go. Vacuum tube. Get rid of that. Do vacuum tubes really require Chinese glass? No, they just require a glass. Alright. Not a huge issue, but sometimes you just have to do the thing. Okay, there's our mechanical component vacuum tube. This thing goes into circuit board. And then I just need a steel mechanical component. This guy. Oh, yeah. No, that'd be cool. I could automate trading with the... Actually, I probably... yeah, we do have the trading station things. But not going to do that quite yet. Alright, so that's my 4 recipes. And what I'm looking at now is... Let's come over here. Means I can probably plop that off. And for crafter, great, it's facing up. This is our steel and circuit board one. And you're just going to input into a chest. And you're going to do the same But your, vacuum tube iron plate. There's that. You're going to be auto extract. And you hooked up just like I wanted you to. Come on, try again. Here we go. And alright, so we should be golden. Alright. And I'm gonna have to figure out some way to get off that conveyor belt. Kind of cover that up. Nothing else, I'm just gonna facade down here. But let's look up our, say, mechanical components, right? Let's make like 3 steel ones. Alright, awesome. And just for now, we're just going to toss these into here so they bring into the system. Because that's going to be the next thing here, right? I got to get the stuff into the system somehow. And I'm going to need more conveyor belts shortly. Actually, that'll be about as good as I want for right there. Because that way it'll kind of hide the ender chest. Alright, make one of these. Awesome. Alright, and I just need one more batch of conveyor belts to link everything together. Awesome. So now if I go through and say, hey, can I get like, I don't know, like 10 vacuum tubes? There we go. I should start doing its thing there. Drop it on the conveyor belt. Feeds it into the ender chest, and that should complete up our quest. Or not quest, but request. Alright, look at the monitor, nothing going on. Awesome. So I've got some recipes to stock into here. These ones are all done. They're just, that's as good as they're going to get, honestly. Which is kind of nice. I want to take a peek over here, see what we're working on currently. We are currently doing 10 still. Okay. I turned that thing off while I was working on my power supply downstairs, and when I restarted, I put it on 10 because I had like a couple thousand. And you guys are, wow. All right, so I need a reinforced alloy, which is that. Which will be probably next episode. We'll get that stuff automated. It shouldn't be that terrible, but I do need to do some work and whatnot. I do sometime soon want to start working down here and kind of prettying it up a little bit. So much to do. But we got 43 stacks of HDPE pellets. So if I need more power, I could throw another gas burning generator onto there. Looks like it'd be able to hold it off without a problem. And eventually I am going to need... Oh, I did hook these things, well, kind of up. I haven't hooked them up to our system yet. I can't request things. But they do automatically export. And then these are... Look at the scanner to find out. That's Arcane Stone to Living Rock. This is the Living Wood one. This is Star Metal. Which, this actually has its own little... hole all the way up to the surface. Not sure if it's actually needed or not, but kind of nice. And then here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I was thinking metamorphic stone, but then I remembered that I'm literally surrounded by tons of smooth stone. That flower would go completely nuts for a while. And then over here, got liquid starlight for making infused wood, and then water for making flux crystals. So I need to wire these things up as well. And these precise droppers, they do require a little bit of power. And they constantly burn it, so that's a constant drain. But then this thing picks up, it is whitelisted, by the way. Or, sorry, I blacklisted these 4 things. So it'll pick up everything else, you know, around here. And anything it picks up gets sent into the system via interchest. So, I mean, not terrible. Current energy consumption is between 4 to 6, 6.5. Not particularly terrible, considering that I'm capable of turning out like 20 right now, so... A little overkill, but I'm happy with it. But I'll go ahead and get these recipes made up, and I'll see everybody next time. Hope you're enjoying the series, and until then, signing out. Have fun.